Hey fam, welcome to another episode of Foster Care 101. I'm Jim, aka Cascas for Life, and I'm coming to you from my van. So I want to come to you today about foster care and relation to holidays. Holidays suck for foster parents and kids. It says it in the title, and I'm being honest about it. I won't say all of them do, but a lot of them do, for a lot of obvious reasons. This is their first time in foster care, possibly. Could be that they've had bad experiences or great experiences before, and now they're not going to have those for this holiday. And Christmas is the worst. It's the most hopeful and joyous one, but for these kids who are in foster care for the first time, possibly, and for you being a first-time foster parent, it can be pretty tough. So let's get into some things about why that is and how we can make things better. So when I had my first holiday away from my family when I was in foster care, I can only remember bits and pieces of it, probably because I tuned a lot of it out. But I used to live with this lady named Evelyn. And the kids that did live with me there, I had like one or two that came in and out. I was there probably the longest. But she became to be referred to as Evelyn the Devlin. Now, I don't like to make fun of people or anything like that. That's not who I am. But the reason they did is because she really didn't have investment in me or in any of the kids there. She was what we would call in the foster community in it to win it. She was just in it for the paycheck. She didn't really want to put much out. She didn't really want to invest much in the kids. She didn't really want to invest much in the kids, and it really felt like she was just there for the paycheck. Maybe she wasn't. I mean, I was too young to remember, and I've never been able to go back and ask her what was that all about. But I used to have to stay downstairs in a room. I had a clock radio, didn't have a TV. We had a TV like in the main room downstairs, like a family room almost, that had a pool table and such that we could not touch. And it just felt very sterile. So my first holiday there, I think it was Thanksgiving. I don't think I ever got to Christmas there before my dad finally came and got me for the first time. So it was like I was there almost a year. And it was very impersonable. She spent more attention to her son that came home for the holidays and less attention to me. And it was pretty much just come up for dinner and then went back to my room. It wasn't inviting, you couldn't really sit on furniture, nothing like that, except at the table to eat. And so one of the things you want to address, I think like the first thing we want to talk about is addressing the elephant in the room. Ask them how their holiday went. Ask them what traditions they used to have at their home. How do they celebrate their Christmas? Maybe they celebrate a different way. Maybe they're a different religion. And so that's something you need to keep in mind as a first-time foster parent. So there's different ways that they celebrate. So you need to find out first, how did they celebrate, and try to make that transition easy for them to whatever your household and how your household celebrates, but still try to incorporate theirs if you can. It's important to make them feel belonged and loved and cared for and part of the family. That's important. So the other thing you do is associate the difference between what they had and what you have. The reason I say this is because maybe before they didn't ever celebrate, and now they do. Trying to address that elephant in the room and help them understand that you do care about them and about how they've celebrated before is important. The second thing I would say to do is get them involved. Ask them what they want for dinner. Ask them if they want to decorate a tree. Go out to the store and find ornaments together. Something to collaborate them with the rest of the family so that they feel inclusive. Ask them what color lights they like on the tree. Ask the oldest one maybe if they want to put up the angel or the star or whatever you want to put up there. So that's number two. So the third thing I'll say, and I'm saying these quickly, I know this is a short video, but it's really important to me to get this out because it's really important for the holidays that are coming up, and you don't have much time probably left to get this done. So it's important. So the third thing I want to say is create a new tradition. How can you do this? Well, Elf on the Shelf, you could try that. You could also try maybe creating cookies and having a tradition of having cookie day where everybody creates Christmas cookies. They're not that expensive to get, the kits. Maybe you guys decide to go and buy a bunch of stuff from like Five Below or the dollar store, and each kid pick out something, and then you guys can take it to a charity, like a foster care charity, or somewhere where the kids that are less fortunate can have a present, and you can show them the gift of giving from them. They don't even have to be the receivers, they can be the givers as well, and that's pretty cool. We're doing that this year ourselves, actually. Any way you can make them feel like they are part of the family and part of creating a new environment that is healthy and happy and safe. Also find out what they did back when they were at home and transition that. That's why I said number one, make sure that they can transition that from your house back to their house. That way it's kind of both ways, right? You're not only finding out what they did at their place and try to include that in yours, but also the vice versa. You want to try to get that back to them. Make sure you check out my links for my live twitch.tv/casketsforlife down in the description down below. Check out the description below for my live on-stream Twitch that I do 3 times a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, starting around 8 p.m. Central Time. Come on by. We can talk about this. You can ask me questions about different tips and tricks you can have for the holidays. Also, a big shout out to Kentavia Street on the 49ers NFL football team for doing the Cleats program and supporting foster families. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Link to him down below at his Twitter. It's at SuperStreet35. So thank you very much to you and the 49ers for supporting foster families everywhere out there and the foster kids and youth that need you. So great deal to bring a spotlight to that. There's not many people out there that are doing it, so I appreciate it. That's about it. So come on by the stream if you like and say hi. You can also subscribe and like the button down below so you can be notified anytime I do put out a new Foster Care 101 for you. And I'll be putting these out as much as possible, especially with the holidays. It's a little bit more tricky, but definitely looking to get this thing up and running fast for you guys, okay? Also, comment down below if you have any holiday traditions that you want to try to share with your foster kids. And also make sure you put any comments on what you like or don't like about this video, or what I can maybe do different, or if you have other subjects you'd like to see videos on for foster care. I've also been a foster child and a foster parent, so I have all angles for you. And as always, remember, tomorrow's never promised, so make today count and make someone's day brighter. See ya.